Hey everybody, I just want to say thanks for watching this video. Today I'm going to discuss some things that go pretty deep. If you like it, then like the video. If you feel it, then subscribe to it. But what I want to talk about is some things that have taken place in my life since May the 30th of this year. And what this is really about is all of creation, and the fact that by man's standard of the definition, I am not qualified to know or understand the things that I know and understand as of May the 30th of this year. Let me explain. The molecular structure, if we observe the molecular structure of what we call reality, we see these atoms, and these atoms are bouncing around, and they're held together by nothing. What appears to be nothing, at least. But what we can't see, we can't explain. Yet we try to explain things. We move fast. We're always moving so fast in this world. So fast that we don't take the time to actually slow down and say, what is life? We think we got it all figured out. It's easy to go through life and think you have it all figured out. But the truth is that in a state of my own broken nothingness, in the stillness of my own solitude, I found the real God, and he revealed things to me that I never understood, and now I can explain them in ways that make perfect sense to the person that's listening, the person that wants to hear, to see, to know, and to understand. And right now, we're all caught up in the system of man, and the system of man is, in fact, the system of the beast. And if you look at it, in every single area that man has developed its own system, we see evil, and it's falling apart at the seams. It's a system designed to serve the self that we perceive as reality. Because if you look at the molecular structure of all things, you see that somehow them atoms are being held together by the empty space between them. Well, if you also go and look at seashells and leaves and trees and the bark on trees and everything within nature, you see the Fibonacci sequence. Now, the Fibonacci sequence is nature's frequency, and things that are created without a soul, they all show the Fibonacci sequence because they're in alignment with the frequency of God. But we, as humanity, have a soul, and we can choose who we will serve. That's the only choice that we truly have. All other choices are really dictated by who we choose to serve. You're going to serve one or the other, and you're going to do it knowingly or unknowingly. And the system of things, the beast system, what we call the system of humanity or social structure or whatever you want to call it. You can call it whatever you want to, but I don't care what area you look in. It's falling apart right now. Something's going on. There's a shift taking place. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows it's really happening. And I've been talking about this stuff since May the 30th because God put it on me. But sometimes, I be talking to people and they probably think I'm crazy, and I'm okay with that. I've counted the cost. And the fact of the matter is that there's a way that seems right to a man, but its end leads to death. If you want to really break that down, that's out of Proverbs. If you really want to break that down, the way that man perceives reality and the absolution of true reality beyond what our perception is based on our own knowledge and understanding in our own minds, there's a reality that exceeds that of which we can understand and comprehend with our own minds. So right now, within the beast system is this thing called religion. And religion takes divinity and formulates it in a way that man can understand in some strange way, but man leans on the understanding of that formulated connection with divinity. So with that said, I mean, if you really think about it, man, the number of man is 6, right? That's the number of man. The number of completion is 7. But man is a 3-part being. He's a mind, he's a body, and he's a spirit. And in those 3 parts, if man is consumed by the false self, which is the identity of the beast system, which is that which we perceive as reality, then he's fully consumed with 6, the number of the mind, 6, the number of the body, and 6, the number of the soul. That's fully consumed by the beast. And yeah, do I think there will actually come a time when things really start to happen? Yes, and I think that time will come soon. I don't know the day or the hour. I don't know that. But I know that God told me now is the time for a great awakening, and the end will follow. Now, look, I know the world's moving fast. Everybody's running on that hamster wheel, trying to win that race. And that's the biggest problem, is that everybody's, the precious now, the ever-present now is the only time that truly exists. And it's such a sacred time, the ever-present now, the moment that we're in this very moment. You're listening to my voice right now, and it's probably one of the smartest things you've listened to on YouTube all day, not because it's smart by the standards of man, but because it's revealing an absolute truth that preachers ain't on here preaching, that people ain't on here saying. And the truth is that if you look at everything, the proof of God is right in front of you. This is all just like a strong delusion. Your understanding of your own humanity is a strong delusion that people get caught up in every single day. You can't say, well, I think, so therefore it is. That's the voice of a fool. I think, therefore it is. That's not how it goes. But God's revealing something to me, a nobody. By worldly standards, I have no credentials. No credentials. But I tell you, the only thing I do have for me is that I've been broken my whole life. I've been a nobody, a nothing. And somehow in that nothingness, in that broken state of just sitting here and being still and just kind of giving up on what I perceived as my own life, I found something greater than anything I've ever had before. I found the real God. He's real. He's real, and he really cares about you. And if you really look hard enough, you will see God's existence in all things. I really do appreciate everybody listening to this. I have a lot to say, and I make a lot of comments and stuff, but there's a system that doesn't want what I say to get out there because it makes too much sense. It proves the existence of God, and it shows that humanity's landing on their own understanding, and that the system, the beast system, is the system that's set in place, and it's the system that we call reality based on our own human understanding. But when you really look at them atoms and that empty space between them, you realize that empty space is what's actually giving everything structure. It's what it gives everything meaning. And frequency has a lot to do with it, because look at the Fibonacci pattern. Look at the pattern, the sequence of Fibonacci. It's more than just a mathematical equation. There's more to the Fibonacci sequence than math. I guarantee you, I'm saying this now, this video is going to have a timestamp on it, but there's more to Fibonacci, and there's more to all that I'm saying, and man hasn't discovered it yet, but God showed it to me so clearly that I'll get on here, I'll look like that fool. Y'all want me to look like a fool? I'll look like a fool for something I believe in. And it's not because I believe it, because my ego believes in it. Because, man, that ego, that pride, that security and your own knowledge and understanding as you perceive it, that's the catch-up. That's the catch-up. Don't get caught up in that. That's not where he's at. See, he's in whenever you realize that in and of yourself, fully consumed by the false self, that you don't stand a chance. That's where everything changes. In that moment, that's where it all changes. Once again, thank you for watching. If you like what I said, hit the like. If you feel what I said, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.